Hey there, it's your insider, Sindy Thomas, welcoming you into Season 2 of the Insiders Career Club. Our podcast helps job seekers succeed in their career search. We share information on different careers, and we keep those employed in the know with timely career news and advice. As an in-house talent acquisition recruiter, manager, and director, I've interviewed thousands of candidates and worked with managers to fill their positions. In over 25 plus years, I've witnessed firsthand numerous candidates fail, whether it was on their resumes or in their interviews. But you can succeed by getting help from a professional, from someone who's been on the inside. Me. Understand what employers look for in their candidates. Listen to the podcast regularly, and you can learn a lot. Our website, www.insiderscareerclub.com, has free resources for your job search. Now, for those who are serious about succeeding, you can sign up for personalized career services. We'll tailor it specifically to you to help you land that great position. Let's talk about how to kickstart your success. Starting a new position can be intimidating. And as a new person, you've got to prove yourself yet again. But this advice can be applied for internal transfers too, and anyone who just wants to breathe some new life into their career. This podcast will give you great insight into how to kickstart yourself to success. Did you know that 19% of newly hired employees will be successful in their positions? And that within 18 months of hire, 46% of new employees will fail. These are surprising numbers, also a bit concerning. The information came from a landmark study done in 2011 by Leadership IQ. They surveyed over 5,000 hiring managers in 312 public, private, business, and healthcare organizations. The managers hired and tracked more than 20,000 new hires during the study period. But how do you start? Well, you can start a new role by being confident but expressing humility, being kind, respectful, and observant. These are all great suggestions. Being friendly and open and remembering not to form opinions too quickly will also help. Sounds good, right? But there's more you need to do. So let's start with some basics. If you're expected to do a fast start, take the time to dig deeper into the mission, company goals, and the culture. How are these goals interpreted into your department and team goals, as well as for your position? And when you meet with your manager, get him or her to share with you about these things. Ask them to walk you through the department org chart. This can help by showing you the department structure and give you a chance to learn the names of team members and their job titles. Also, ask your manager to review your job description with you and share what being successful looks like for your role. You might ask him what he wants you to accomplish. What are the resources available to you? Who are you going to work with directly? When the deliverables are due? You must understand how success will be measured. And if you understand that, you'll have a better chance of hitting the mark. So let's think about, why do new hires fail? The same study found that 89% of hiring failures are a result of technical skills. No, that's wrong. What they found was failures happened because of attitude, not a lack of technical skills. Now, you may have been heavily tested on your technical skills during the interview. Business knows how to do that well, and you did so well that you got the offer. Kudos to you. However, businesses don't know how to hire for attitude. Testing for attitude is not part of the hiring processes, but attitude is the primary reason people failed in their new roles. Now, in this world today, collaboration is a bigger factor in how we do our jobs. And 67% of organizations in a Gartner survey use a collaborative business model. So let's take a look at the 5 elements of attitude that are part of the failure factors. First off, coachability. Now, this is your ability to take the feedback given to you by your manager, colleagues, customers, etc. 26% of new hires failed in coachability. Being coachable and having a coaching mindset was on the top-ranked skills list that employers wanted for 2021. Now, you can find this list and many other helpful lists at theinsiderscareerclub.com under the Career Services tab. Second, emotional intelligence, or EI. We heard a lot about EI last year. It was also on that top-ranked skills list. Now, having EI means you can control and express your emotions and handle interpersonal relationships judiciously and empathetically. EI contributed to 23% of new hire failures. Motivation. Being motivated to do the work without being prodded or prompted. It's having a fire in your belly, an internal drive to get things done and achieve your full potential and succeed and excel in your work. 17% of new hires failed due to a lack of motivation. Fourth, temperament. Temperament can also be interpreted as or thought of as your true nature, your character, personality, or personal makeup. It's possessing the right attitude and personality that's right for the particular position you've been hired into, the company, and the team environment. 15% of failures by new hires was due to temperament. Lastly, technical competence. Now, only 11% of new hires failed due to a lack in their technical abilities. And this sounds right because, as we said earlier, businesses know how to hire for technical competence. But before we close out, there is one more extremely important aspect to starting a new job. Can you guess what it is? It's internal networking. Take the time to meet with your team members individually. It's important to know what your team members do to add to the team's success. It's also good for you to know and understand how you'll work together. Now, you can set up short meetings, 20 to 30 minutes, with each team member so you learn what they do as part of the team. Ask them how you'll work together. Ask them what they expect of you. And ask how you, in your role, can help them too. Also ask them for the names of others in the company you should meet with and what you're looking for are people who are influential, important, and critical to the business. Remember, too, to bring a notebook with you and take notes. And then afterward, take the time to ingest and understand what you learned in each meeting and continue to work on developing good relationships with each team member. Take the time to understand the lay of the land and become proficient at your job. Schedule time for one-on-ones with your manager. This is time just the two of you can use. You can check in on your success, find out what you're doing well, hear what you might need to improve, and then take the time to share your goals with them as well. Ask your manager to help you craft your career there so you can easily grow into the next level position. Learn the department processes and procedures as well, so you are knowledgeable on how to get things done properly. And then once you get that down and have been there for several months, you can begin to consider how you can be a better contributor to the success of the department and the company. Now think about how you can add value in your new role and work on any areas of weakness you may have. Be proactive. Initiate suggestions for improvements. Offer your knowledge of industry best practices when appropriate. Remember, use that EI. Volunteer for projects, help your teammates, and keep networking within the organization and work on any relationships that need to be strengthened. Now, as you know the company landscape better, find a mentor inside the company. They can provide you with solid career advice and direction. It should be someone 2 levels above you or higher. This person will be an advocate for you within the company. Now, it's been proven that successful starters or kickstarters discover the informal organization of key leaders within the org. These are the go-to people for advice and may be subject matter experts, managers, or individual contributors outside of your team who are known influencers across departments but somehow connect with your function. Find out who these people are and meet with them. They can help you better understand the business environment. And when you meet with them, ask them for names of others in the company you should reach out to. Inquire how you can help them as well, and hold true to your offer to assist. This is how you build a strong network. And then once your network is built, don't sit back on your laurels. Be sure to maintain it by staying in contact with others. Be helpful and provide support when needed. Remember, a well-networked person tends to be more successful and has a broader base of support people that they can consult with for advice when they need it. Take care. So glad you joined us today. If you enjoyed the podcast, please like us because your ratings matter. We'll be bringing you new podcasts every 2 weeks on the first and third Wednesdays. My goal is to help you, my valued listeners, in your job search and continue to help you right on through your work life. To make that happen, though, your support is needed. By listening regularly, we can keep this going. But you can also help by sharing the podcast with your network of friends, family, and coworkers. Ask them to listen. We're on Apple and Google Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, Pandora, iHeartRadio, and so many more. Not so podcast savvy? Tell them they can go to listen on our website at www.insiderscareerclub.com. I appreciate your support. Stay safe and take care.